Well, good morning everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and I've decided to go out and walk in the rain, as you can see. Now, it's really not that deep in rain, it just happens to be a bit of a puddle there. But I thought that was a pretty sight for those of you who don't have crocuses yet. Well, hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal. I really had to pop in here and give you a heads up. You will notice in the little picture that I took a second ago, well, it felt like a second ago to you, but it was hours ago to me, I had zoomed in on the crocus. Now, as you know, I am busy playing with my new camera, and I forgot to unzoom it when I did the rest of the vlog. So you're about to see, if you choose to, a whole part of this vlog where you're concentrating on one part of my mouth and a very pretty earring. It really is. I recommend that. Now, this week I've been talking about what makes happiness. What makes you happy? And I had mentioned the fact that part of what makes us unhappy is perfectionism. So do you understand? My first reaction is, oh, rats. Well, a word with probably about the same number of letters is what I thought. And I've got to ditch the vlog because I did it wrong. And then I thought, wait a minute, what did I talk about in this vlog? And is what I'm talking about way more important than the Zoom? And I believe in a lot of ways that it is. So I'm always aware of the fact that if what I'm about to put up on video could help one person, then it's worth putting up. So I'm going to put it up anyway. So if any of you go, gosh, Sal, I'm glad you did because I really needed to hear whatever it was, then we did well. I'm going to get haters on it anyway, so I don't really mind. By the way, the last section, I actually, when I turned the camera back on again, it readjusted itself. And so then you're going to be able to go, wow, look at the quality of that video on that new camera. This camera you're looking at right now is my laptop camera, so that's not the same quality, obviously. However, I hope it makes you chuckle. For those of you who are regular viewers, this will not surprise you at all. It's just another Sal Doofus moment, and this is what makes me who I am. I hope the content is sufficient that you say, hey, I'm glad you put it up anyway. Let's see. Enjoy. This is really a multi-challenge type day because, as some of you will have heard, I took a tumble at work yesterday and fell quite nastily. I sort of twisted my body and then ended up falling on top of a banker box, if you know what a banker box is. And so I was literally spread-eagled across the box, which obviously caused my back a little bit of trouble, and my right hip. I went to bed pretty early last night and I took some ibuprofen, otherwise known as ibuprofen, to make sure that I had some anti-inflammatories working, and I will make sure that I take some more tonight, and in fact during the day and tonight. I'm out, of course, walking because that's what my body told me I needed to do this morning. It was really strange, and I want to sort of really talk to Pat on this one. Pat, it was really strange because I'm sitting there in the warm and suddenly I realized that if I wanted to, I could go out and do a 10-minute challenge. And then, of course, my body thought that was a good idea, but my brain did a pat. Now, let me think of how many excuses it came up with. It's raining. I am still sore from last night, from having fallen. And it came up with a whole bunch of them, Pat. And then I thought, And my hair, I just finished putting my makeup on and doing my hair, and my hair will be ruined. And then let me try and think how I counted all of those, because that was the fun thing. In terms of my body being sore, I counted it with yes, but if I walk, I will force those muscles to stretch, which will, in the long term, get me out of pain more quickly. In terms of it's raining, yeah, it's raining, and I don't think that that's going to kill me. In terms of it's going to ruin my hair, yep, but that's what hair dryers are for. I can redo my hair. And yeah, in terms of getting wet, I have a choice. I can continue to walk with just a little bit of rain going on, or I can decide to put my hood up, which I may well do for the second part of this. So the interesting thing is, while I've been talking to you, I've passed what I call the 10-minute mark. I have a place where I call it my 10-minute challenge. If I really don't want to do anything, but I do want to put out a 10-minute challenge, I walk to that spot and back. And I've passed that, so I'm now doing pretty well around my block. I'm not sure if anybody else thought about it when they heard about the tumble I took, but I must admit that when I took the tumble and I was lying there on top of the box, my first thought was, if Ange were here, she'd be saying, "Where's the camera? Where's the camera?" And I remember thinking that. The second thing I did, which I think is quite important, is that I didn't rush to get up. I actually stayed exactly as I'd fallen to give the shock a minute, the adrenaline just a minute to level a bit. And then, instead of trying to get up, I literally started to use muscles in all my limbs to find out if I had broken anything. And I thought the easiest way to do that is just to tweak a muscle or two in each quadrant. And so it turned out that I hadn't broken anything, which was good. And I then said, okay, fine, now let me try and see if I can stand. And it was about then that one of my colleagues from work came and said, "Are you okay?" Which really made me laugh, because if you see a 69-year-old sprawled out on top of a box on the floor, I would think the obvious answer is no. But the other thing was that I just had to smile and say, I think so. But I was really glad that I actually got up slowly and didn't push anything. All right, the rest of the next section is uphill and I don't want to be puffing too much, so I'll get back to you later. So I guess I need to explain that the reason I wanted to do this was, as I said, multifold. I obviously wanted to get some muscle stretch today, but also Friday is my worst day of the week for getting my steps in, just because I wake up late and then I also do 2 broadcasts, which makes it difficult for me to get a lot of steps in. Well, it doesn't. It just means I don't do exactly what I'm doing right now, which is put in some steps to start with. So I'm giving myself a bonus point for that. All right, everybody. Hope you have a good day.
And for those of you who haven't gone out to walk in the rain or the sun or whatever, if I can, you can. This is Dear Mama Sal saying bye-bye for now.